Thank you, Sarah. Hi, everybody. And it is the weekend, and the weekend is made for yard work. But guess what? The Amazing Rake takes the hard work out of yard work. And watch this. Look at how great this is. So easy to rake. I rake it up, I grab it, and I bag it. That's how easy this is. Again, I rake it, I put it in a pile, and then I grab it and I bag it, and it is that easy. Check this out. Notice how I have this handle here. See how ergonomically easy this is? This handle here slides up and down. This is a made in the USA product. You'll see the tines on here. This is how I rake it, right? So I'm gonna be able to rake it like this. And when it's time to scoop things, all I do is I pull this slide handle down, I scoop it, and then I grab and bag it. That is how easy this is. Now, one of the nice things about this is not only do you rake things and grab it, but you can use it to mulch, spread things around in your garden. You can use it with pine straw, you can use it with dirt. This weighs 2.5 pounds, but it will hold up to 10 pounds. And the thing that I can't stand about raking, don't mind raking really, I don't like the bagging, the bending over, the stooping, Sarah. I cannot stand that part because in the end...
You don't like this part?
Yeah, like that part.
And then you are constantly scooping, and then you have to go back, and who knows what you're touching, right? Maybe it's not just wet leaves, it's insects. In my backyard, it was dog poop. Because you're not just raking leaves, you're probably raking up a little, you know, let's face it, your dog poop in the backyard. This is a true story. If you have dogs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe there are thorns, maybe there are thistles, maybe there are sort of barbs that you're picking up in some of the sort of trimmings or some of the leaves, or maybe it's the pine needles. You do not want to bend and stoop if you don't have to. That's why the Amazing Rake is one of our most popular outdoor items of the entire season. Here's what's happening. We're down to our final quantities. You can pick green or yellow. They both work great. And I'm just gonna walk over here so I can get out of Linda's way. You can pick the green or the yellow. They're very lightweight. It weighs, what, less than 2 pounds. Super easy to use. You just hold the end so you can grab it, and then you can pick it up and you can dump it where it needs to go. I wish I had this when I had my big house with all the old oak trees in the backyard, Linda. I was not only raking my leaves, I was raking everyone else's leaves that fell into my yard. Why is it that they don't come rake their own leaves? And if it falls in my yard, it's mine, I guess. Pine cones, grass, clippings, mulch. If you have a home, if you've got a garden, if you have a farm, if you have a ranch, if you are managing property, or if you just need to be somewhere and you need to take care of that outdoor space, they're very, very popular. So thousands have been spoken for. I'm going to give you an update and tell you exactly how many we have left, because I do not want you to miss this. We have 1,800 remaining. We've got hundreds and hundreds of you shopping with us live on HSN right now. There's never been a better time to get it, because you can start your spring cleanup and you'll have it right there ready to go.
Well, you're gonna love it. So let me just explain a few things on this too. First of all, you'll see that the handle, well, it sticks out because it's orange, right? This is where you're gonna place your hand. This is how you open it. Now let's say I'm gonna be raking a lot. You can keep this open by just putting this twist lock here. You just turn that and now it just stays in place. But if you want to use it, the way I like to use it is I like to actually hold it open, rake it, and then grab and bag, right? The other thing that you'll notice is that this is powder-coated steel, so this is not gonna rust. But the really neat thing about this is the plastic. Now, the plastic is copolymer polypropylene. And why do I say that? It's because this type of plastic is super durable. It's a little flexible, but it will not break. It will not get brittle. So no matter what, like if it's really, really cold out.
Sorry.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. You're talking about a neighbor, right? My neighbor,
I didn't want you to run out of leaves or anything.
You're like my neighbor's tree.
Leaves are at a premium here in Florida. We only have palm trees. That's a problem.
My neighbor's tree, they have an oak tree, right? And the other day I was telling some friends, I said, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it in time to see a movie with them. I went out and I blew all the leaves in a pile that I would say was about 12 feet by 6 feet up to my knees. In 16 minutes, Sarah, I was able to rake, grab, and bag. No stooping over. Notice how I don't use my lower back.
Oh my gosh, if this saves your back, if this saves your knees, if this saves your shoulders, just one ache and pain, isn't it worth every single penny? Look at this video. I know what it's like to rake leaves. I've lived in Colorado and Minnesota. I've lived here in Florida. I've lived in New York. Everywhere I've been or where my family lives, all you feel like you're doing is constantly picking up leaves, or maybe it's grass trimmings, or maybe you've got to move mulch, or maybe, oh, I like that idea. You gotta fish something out of the pool, fish something out of the lake, you know, the dog's toy. You can go ahead and just grab it with our amazing rake. Here's how many we have left. You guys have a counter? Is that what we're doing? We're counting backwards. All we have is 1,600 remaining. We've got hundreds of you ordering. You can pick the yellow, you can pick the green. I would just grab whatever color you can get your hands on. I don't know if or when this is gonna come back into stock. So this is how easy and lightweight it is. So, I mean, most of us don't mind the raking. It's the picking up, it's the stooping, it's the bending that nobody likes, Linda.
That's right. Well, nobody likes that, but also nobody likes to get a thorn in their hand or poison ivy on their hand. How about the bougainvillea? I'm kind of allergic to bougainvillea, and when I lived out in California, I remember I broke out one time. You don't have to get near whatever you're picking up. You just
that's a good
rake it, and then you grab it and you bag it. It is that easy. Now, let's say that you want to do some mulching. Let's say you, look at this. I can now bring it around wherever I want. If I want to rake it, I can rake it. I hold it open. I can keep it open by this twist lock. Let me just show you again. You keep that. Now this is open in the open form here, and I can just use it as a rake. When it's time to grab it and bag it, all I do is I undo this twist lock. It releases that. I grab my pine straw and I bag it. It's that easy. You didn't see me bend over. You didn't see anything like that. It's that easy.
Okay, here's what's happening. Every single one of these could go tonight. It's our spring garden event. Wouldn't it be nice to have this like ready to go, even if there's still a little snow, it's still a little cold, it's still a little chilly. The minute that snow melts, I've lived in cold climates, that first warm day, everybody's outside.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody's like, I can't wait to get the garden ready, to get the lawn ready. You're gonna start raking up the leaves that were underneath, you know, the 2 feet of snow that were there. And if you're raking up leaves in the kind of backyard that I had, you're probably raking up a few other things as well that your dog left behind. You do not want to touch it. You don't have to wear gloves. And
right.
Most importantly, you don't have to bend over.
Exactly.
If that is, I mean, I think that's the #1 reason people don't like raking. You're constantly bending. You're scooping. You have to stoop over. That is a lot of pressure on your back. And with every passing year, the less pressure we can put. Nobody said this is a good position to be in, but when you're raking and trying to pick up things and you're thinking there's got to be a better way, there is a better way, and they actually invented it. It's called the Amazing Rake for a reason. You're going to say, where has this been all my life? Because no matter what the mess, no matter what the pickup, you've got a solution. So how many do we have left now? We have 1,400 remaining. Here they go. Our phone lines are busy. If you can go to hsn.com, place your order there. And if you're new to HSN and you're like, I totally need this. This is going to be a game changer. Use that a little QR code you see there at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. You can hold up your camera app on your smartphone, just tap the link. Just like, you know, you order off a menu these days, everything's on a QR code. It'll take you right to our page, hsn.com. And you'll see the item number right there. You can also just type the item number in at the website, 760-769. You can pay this off in full, or you've got 4 flexible payments. So you don't even have to pay it off right away. You can take the next 4 months to pay this off interest-free. Hopefully your yard does not have a lot of roses, but if you had to trim a rose bush, would you want to touch all those thorns?
No. And would you want to get in there and maybe have a spider get to you?
Ooh.
Or any of the bugs? No, no.
Ooh, what if there was in Florida we have snakes. And they're I mean, we have everything in Florida.
We do have everything. we have the bingo card on everything.
And if you've ever gone through pine needles,
yep.
There's those like little no-see-ums, those little chiggers.
Oh yeah.
You could have sandflies. You could have, I mean, in the South or the Southwest, you could have like a scorpion in there. I mean, you never know.
Look at this.
But what you could actually, you can pick up a lot.
It's a lot.
And Linda, you're a general contractor.
Yep.
You're a carpenter. You know how to fix things. You know how to make things.
That's right. And I know how to rake things.
And now
evidently.
you know how to rake and grab
yes.
and drop.
Well, I have to tell you,
that?
you know, we're all getting older, right? I certainly am. I don't know about you guys, but
I'm going to help you out with this last bit.
My back is worth everything now. So anything I can do to save my back, I am all in. So you hold it open like this, you pull it back, and now you have these nice tines, and the tines are really nice. Look how easy that is.
Okay, and I'm new at this. You can learn it on your very first pass. Now, notice how nothing falls out, nothing falls out, nothing falls out, nothing falls out. If you were grabbing a handful of leaves, how many actual leaves do you think make it into the bin? Or do you go back and forth with what, this is what I usually grab, right?
Right,
That's like a handful at a time. So I could bend over about 80 times, or I could rake and grab it once with the Amazing Rake.
And if you grab a big handful, guess what? You're bringing it up to your chest area. And so if anything's crawling in that area, it's going to jump on you. No, thank you. I want to have as much room away from whatever it is I'm raking than I can. And look how easy this is. I don't have any thorns on me.
That's true. And it really does a good job raking. So you're gonna replace the rake that you already have. You know, maybe you have one of those big old kind of heavy iron rakes. You get everything in a nice little bundle, and then you just go to close it up, you grab it, and you dump it. So here's what's happening. Green or yellow, what's gonna be the first to sell out? We only have a few hundred now of each. Green, how many left in the green? We have 300 left in the green, and we have a few hundred in the yellow. Every single one of these could go tonight, and I don't know when we're gonna get more of these back in. So what an amazing rake. They should call it the Amazing Rake.
Well, you know,
I guess they couldn't come up with any other name.
The inventor, Lyle Eppington, was tired of bending over and having to like have a backache. And when you have a yard of leaves, you cannot believe how fast this goes. You're gonna rake it, you're gonna grab it, you're gonna bag it. You have a little, see this? We can hang it too, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
Right? So this swivels on the top here and you can just hang it up. But when it comes to raking, you are going to, you know, it's kind of fun, to be honest with you. You know, I never thought I was going to say, yes. You get to see your work. It goes really quickly. And then when you see, once you get a pile of leaves together, whether you blow them with your blower or you rake them, you can't believe how fast and how much you can grab. Seriously. I just kept putting it in my pile going like this, going, oh my gosh.
I think you're right. I think more than half the time, it's not the raking. It's getting the piles into the bin or the bag or the trash can, right?
That's right.
That's when you really like, you know, then you're like, can anyone help me with this project? No one raises their hand and said, Dad, Mom, I'd love to help you with the raking. You know what? This is great to pick one up for Mom or Dad. Get one for Grandma or Grandpa. If they're still outdoors, they're still doing all the chores, but you don't want them bending and you don't want them stooping. You don't want them putting extra pressure on their back. This is so easy. You only grab as much as you want to pick up, but the more you pick up, the faster the chore goes, and you can spend more time doing the things you really do love, like planting those new bulbs or perhaps mowing the lawn. Everything is so easy. Look at this. I just grab it. Look at that.
And remember, you
and
can
then you
mulch
get that
with
satisfaction Is there anything better than looking out at your lawn and going, ah, it looks so much better when it's all raked?
And how about, is there anything better than getting this done really quick and then doing what you really want to do? That's what I like.
You'd rather be sitting by the pool than raking your yard, but you'll be sitting at the pool that much faster. We will tell you when these sell out. Green and yellow, both almost entirely sold out. So don't miss it. We'll get it out to you. It's a really affordable price. I mean, for an outdoor lawn and garden tool, and it's not heavy, so you can do this. The whole family can get involved. Hey, if you get two, you'll get the job done twice as fast, right, Linda?
Hey, listen, make it into a game and give it to the kids. That's what I always say, right?
You know what? Those kids, they're watching enough video games. Give them something to do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and toss it to my good friend.